Conventions are formats that people establish. They are features and styles within a media form. In media, they are tried and tested methods of production. Conventions in media are split into technical conventions, how the video is typically filmed, lit and edited, and then symbolic conventions, the costumes, colour, performance, sets, props, which are typically used within this genre. Conventions make it easier for an audience to understand what type of text they are consuming. By following these conventions in a music video, the producer has an increased chance of becoming successful. Here is my music video.
In a cruel light, it's not a painful sight. See, girl, I couldn't see your eyes. They were coded, not devoted to no one. At least no souls from beneath the sun. See me, I don't exist, you won. See me, I don't exist, what's done is done. Now if I see you, girl, on the other side, tell me, girl, is it just a ride? You saw two brains claim to coincide. The frog with stained cranes, the urge to die. No one could understand that this depletes a man to see through the cracks of the plan. I'll set this weak bridge on fire, so you can piece together to admire the infrastructure, the plugged her deep beneath the moon. Now she lays here to resume the days are spent in glue. There's solely to consume the infrastructure that's sunk deep beneath the ground. Now let this piece be drowned, this villainy be crowned. Krakatoa was the loudest of sounds. This tone is still alone. It roams the land to face the hands that stroke and strand. Your hope is bland. You moan it's grand. The stone of sand built on that's tan. Sweet beneath the moon. Nowadays are spent in gloom. Who knew my mother, my lover are not connected to this guy anymore. The sky and the floor don't even impact. These facts were not quite exact. As there lay bare the 1,000-mile stare, it was the face of cement that wears. Discontent has never meant anything. If this intent was menacing, the scent of adrenaline spark predators entering my abode. These rules are road. These rules are road. I hope this road takes me as far from here as I can go.
My artist genre is a mixture of alternative, indie, hip-hop, indie rock and jazz fusion. So I went over all my research and planning to find the conventions within this genre that we used. Technical conventions include mainly camera and editing. In camera, we use tilted handheld shots, which is a typical convention. I looked at Reggie Snow, Egyptian music video, in the top left-hand corner, where he also does this. This convention is used because movement helps create a variety and matches the flow of the song. We also use it because our set has quite a shallow depth of field, which can create a static appearance. Movement helps make the set appear to have more depth and therefore make the music video more interesting. Close-up shots are also a convention within this genre. In the shot on the right, you can see a close-up of Cosmo Pike in Chronic Sunshine. Close-ups are in every music video, as the label insists on it to establish the artist to the audience. They are also used so the lyrics are emphasised. Through having close-up shots, the artist appears as if he is making eye contact with the audience. This further establishes a connection, breaking the fourth wall and making the music video more personal. It kind of reflects the feel of a concert. In alternative genre music videos, editing plays a key role in expressing the song and conveying the genre. Firstly, editing allows the artist to closely lip sync. This mimics a live performance. You can see this in Reggie Snow's music video Egyptian, in the top left corner. As we follow a deep storyline, we can see him lip syncing perfectly. We also use light graffiti in our music video, as the bright lights across the screen bring interest to the video, and it's quite unusual. These visual effects also reflect the city, and the bright lights, as there's lots of music videos in our genre, feature the nightlife in the city, and by using lights this reflects that element into our music video. In Mount Kibbe's music video, We Go Home Together, in the top right corner, he uses long shutter speeds, which is similar to what we have done in our After Effects. However, creating images with light, just like we have done, has not been seen in our genre that much, and as a result challenges conventions slightly. Discontinuity editing appears in my genre of music, however it's not that common. It is another form of unusual visual editing, which brings interest into the music video and engages the audience. The artist's fractured frame of mind is reflected through the glitching, while it introduces his late party life through the reappearance of a random girl. It also explores the hallucinogenic side to him and his altered state of mind. Although this is unusual, you can see in the top right corner in Octopus King Cruel's video, he also has the glitching, creating a party kind of feel. Symbolic conventions embody an entirely different value and ideals, and then symbolic appearances attempt to create meaning for a target audience. Lighting and colour is a key symbolic convention but used within our genre. The colours are always dark and gloomy, which create an atmosphere like in King Cruel's music video Octopus and Cosmo Pike's Chronic Sunshine. The more mellow colours create a mood more solemn and reflective. This highlights a dark, kind of gloomy vibe, while the sense of danger is conveyed in the neon lights, which reflect an artificial environment and a city-urban life. Setting is another convention. Setting is extremely important within our genre. City life is explored in nearly every music video we watched. We decided not to use the actual city in our music video, as we had enough content. However, we did explore the environment through the set. We created quite an urban environment, which was used and dirty, similar to the apartment in King Cruel's music video Rock Bottom, to the left. The setting portrays a dark, depressing, druggy atmosphere through the lack of furniture and the decaying walls. It shows his lack of care. Artists usually use locations similar to the target audience so they can identify with them. This environment we hope isn't too similar to the target audience, but shows that he's quite down to earth. The setting shows the conventions of the city through the bright lights showing cars coming through the window, as well as the appearance of the flat. This is the digipack I created to reflect the genre of hip-hop indie alternative music. As well as in the music video, there are conventions and products too, so that an audience know what kind of music the artist produces. Structural conventions allow for the audience to easily find out information about the artist. Structural conventions are labelled on Mount Kibbe's front and back cover, above, and also mine below. Main structural conventions are the artist's name, which is always in larger font than the album name. Then on the back, there's always a track list in my genre, the record label, and the barcode, so that the seller can scan it without taking off the packaging. These are all structurally on the back, so that when someone takes it off the shelf, they don't need to take off the packaging to see what songs are inside and what kind of music it is. Another key structural element of the design is the spine. However, I couldn't find any spines from the artist in my genre online. However, each spine includes the name of the artist, name of the album, production code, and record label, so that when they're lined up on the shelf, you can see what you're looking for and you don't have to take them down. And then stylistic conventions, combined with the structural, portray the type of music. Here are some front covers from other artists in my genre, Cosmo Pike and King Cruel. All the artists use quite plain imagery, based around graphic design within this genre, and don't tend to show the artist's face, as it's engaging and creates a sense of mystery. We like the collage element of Cosmo Pike's Chronic Sunshine album, so we use this stylist convention within our front cover. It just happens that the artists we chose to look at for stylist conventions go against the structural conventions, as none of them have the name of the artist or the album. However, others in the genre do. These are all very simple and use two main colours, which is convention, that we have used within ours, and we stuck to just blue and pink. And these are quite neutral colours and we felt brought the relaxed feel of our music. We carry these colours onto the website as well to link all our products. This is my website, which is based off King Cruel's Ooze website. We started off with a plain template on Wix, and then decided to format it in a similar way. Structural conventions on websites are based around the layout of the website. King Cruel has a very plain website, which we really liked as it's simple and shows our alternative genre music and gives away no information about the artist. This is the page after the main page, which I'll look at in stylist conventions, and then goes onto this plain black page with a few buttons. We made our second page of our website plain blue, as it's the same as the album cover, and then added a few buttons using the same structural layout as King Cruel. However, we put our buttons up the side, as otherwise they won't notice as easily. We then used some of the buttons that King Cruel used, and some buttons of our own. We used more pictures than King Cruel, which is going against our convention slightly, but because we were given feedback, people said that it was a little bit boring and that we needed to bring the city convention into our website and explore that. So we added on a picture that was on our digipack to explore the city. Stylist conventions of a website are the imagery, colours and fonts. We also use King Cruel's website as the main inspiration. As you can see, when you go on his website, his album zooms into one. This is similar to ours. We really like this imagery as it brings focus to the digipack and links the two elements together. We spent a lot of time figuring out how we could do this to ours, and we did the same. The colours are brought through from the digipack, and they are simple and limited, which is a convention of this genre. This busy page contrasts with the rest of the website, highlighting the convention of the city through our digipack. Representation of social groups and issues within my products. I've represented class and status within my music video by exploring and conforming to the stereotype of lower class. This is done through my wide shots of my apartment the artist is in. The wide shots establish the whole location, and then through the dirtiness and lack of anything in the room, it appears to explore what the lower class are living in. The furniture and the walls are falling apart, and there's a lack of mise-en-scène, which enhances the issue of people not having enough money to uphold their places, and poverty and unemployment, highlighting the representation of class. The idea of isolation and privation is further conveyed as we understand that he is in a busy city, yet he has nothing. The lack of essentials is enhanced as he wears a nice suit, which contrasts with the crumbling apartment. I have also represented young troubled youth within my music video. This apartment is dark and dirty, which reflects the mental state and the fact that he is young and not in a good place. The audience get the impression of the young and troubled youth, which is a big social issue, through this music video, as he portrayed to be part of this movement. The issues of crimes and drugs is conveyed through the atmosphere created in the lighting, and the use of the girl enhances his nightlife. This idea is conveyed through the red lighting, which reflects the police, and the issues of drugs is portrayed in the editing of glitches, which looks quite trippy and reflects a high. This combined with the neon lights reflect the party life he is living. This use of a random girl, who has not much of a reason to be there, also highlights the issue of troubled youth, as it comes across as she is a part of the package of his party-filled life. There are also videos of young troubled youths being protected behind him. This emphasises this issue and the life he is living.